Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about the job market in Phoenix, Arizona. Stay tuned! Happy Wednesday night, Zonies. This is impromptu. I got two comments on some of my videos here that irked me. So I was just feeling irked. I wanted to get something off my chest, okay? Got two comments very recently. One, this gentleman, and I'm not going to embarrass anybody and tell you what their handles are. But the first guy, he was like, I've been looking for 2 years for a job. He's full of shit, all right? No one comes to Phoenix and can't find a job for 2 years. And then he's saying that there's no jobs here that pay over $15 an hour. I call bullshit. Then I got another comment this morning, again, from someone else telling me that there's only entry-level jobs here and you can't get a mortgage making $15 an hour. And I have news. They're right. But you know what? There's lots of jobs here that make over $15 or $20 an hour. $20 an hour is approximately 40 grand a year. There's lots of jobs here. Now, don't take my word for it, okay? I was so pissed, I figured out how to screen share. That's right, Zonies. Let's screen share this shit right now, okay? I'm going to Indeed.com. I did a search for my zip code, Gilbert, Arizona, $40,000 for a year. Look what it says here, 15,063 jobs within a 25-mile radius of Gilbert, Arizona, right? I won't bore you with doing it, that way. But you see my point here, right? You see my point. There's tons of freaking jobs here. I get comments all the time. Oh, it was real easy for me to find a job. Super easy. By the way, I'm not sure if the GoPro is going to turn off after 20 minutes. The only thing I tweaked, why is that red? Oh no. Oh no. There's something wrong. Is this not working? Oh no. I don't know if it's working or not. Son of a bitch. I don't know. It was acting crazy. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I don't know if it was working or not, guys. Can anybody post? There's always technical issues. God damn it. Why is there always technical issues? I don't know if any of you guys can see or hear me. Let me see. Oh, damn it. Please make a comment if you can see or hear me. I was all getting into my rant, and I honestly don't know if this is working. Oh, this sucks. 4 people watching. Okay, I'm going to assume it's working. I made yet another change with the GoPro. I changed it from 1080p, 60 frames per second to 30 frames a second. At least I think that's what I changed it to. But at any rate, I just want to get off that off my chest. All right, cool. Thank you, Lily. You can see or hear me. My software here, Wirecast, had a big Ghostbuster red sign over the stream symbol. So I was like, oh no, it's not working. But I don't know if the GoPro was fixed. That setting, the auto shut off, was still off. I assume it had something to do with my 1080p 60 frames a second, why it turned off after 20 minutes. I'm going to try to keep this under 20 minutes. Thank you, VK. You can see and hear me. So I was just doing a rant about the job market here in Arizona because I had 2 people recently comment they can't find a job over $15 an hour. I just showed you my screen share. I don't know if you guys actually could see that. I did a screen share, showed you Indeed.com. All I did earlier was I typed in $20 an hour, which is approximately 40 grand a year, typed in my zip code, 25 miles of my zip code, and it came up with over 15,000 jobs. Now, granted, just coming out of high school with no real work experience, no certification on your belt, yeah, you may only qualify for entry-level jobs. But you know what? If you assert yourself, YouTube, tons of videos on training in YouTube. If you assert yourself, and, you actually go out there and apply yourself and apply for jobs and update your resume and work at it, you could actually get a job that pays over $15 an hour without a college degree. You can do it. Trust me, you can do it. But yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest because I don't want you guys reading these Jamooks comments. I've been looking for 2 years. I can't find a job. That's bullshit. So many of you have reached out to me telling me that you came here to Arizona and you found a job immediately. Immediately. And just 1 or 2 Jamooks that are lazy. That's right. You're fucking lazy. Whatever. 2 years you can't find a job? Please. You need to do something. Get educated. Educate yourself. There's fucking Udemy. There's YouTube. There's tons of free stuff out there for you to learn skills that are valuable nowadays. If you're doing something from 20 years ago that nobody wants anymore, yeah, you're not going to find a job doing that old stuff. Things change. That's the only thing I can promise anyone. Things are going to change constantly. Robots are taking over different jobs, like cashiers. You go to Walmart now, you check yourself out. There's nobody at the registers anymore. Things change. You got to progress with the changes. That's all I'm saying. I know I'm ranting here. They just 2 comments pissed me off. Don't be telling me you can't find a job in Phoenix, Arizona. There's freaking signs everywhere that they're hiring. Everywhere. Can't find a job. And over $15 an hour? Apply yourself. Do something. Shit. Anyway, I'm all bent. I'm pissed. I'm pissed with these comments. So I wanted to make a video about the current job market. I don't have any stats. All I can tell you is I did a search on Indeed, came up with 15,000 jobs within a 25-mile radius of Gilbert, Arizona that pay over $40,000 a year. Okay, I'm not a recruiter. Don't be telling me you're a truck driver, you do this, you do that, or their jobs. I don't know. I'm not a recruiter. Don't be lazy. It's called Google. Look for jobs yourself. Shit, I'm freaking angry today with these freaking Mama Lukes with their comments that there's no jobs over 15 grand here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's the 6th biggest city in the freaking country. Number 6, there's jobs. Trust me. Oh, I'm gonna have to take some more blood pressure medication. I'm fired up. And then this stupid thing better keep working. All right, it's green. It's green. It says I got 8 people watching right now. All right, I need to calm down. All right, that's all I really had to say. Rory gave us a hell of a time going in the shower. She was screaming she's afraid of the shower head out of nowhere. I took her to the gym today. She does gymnastics. They wear leotards and jump around like maniacs. And anyway, that was my night, guys. I have to go do laundry. I just wanted to say hello and tell you there are jobs here in the Phoenix Valley. Okay, I promise you that. Yeah, I'm on fire tonight. That's right, Ed. Ed, you know what? I never thanked you for that super chat because I think that was one of the times that the webcam turned off. So I want to give you a proper thank you, Ed, for that super chat that night. It didn't go unnoticed, okay? I apologize. I was just upset that day. I'm noticing a trend. I keep getting upset. See, this is cheap therapy for me. I come out here and I rant. I get things off my chest, and then my stupid GoPro turns off. But at least I have the Blue Yeti here separate, so you guys can still hear me upset when my video turns off. I honestly don't know what went wrong last time. I didn't change nothing except for instead of 60 frames per second, I now have it going to 30 frames per second. I honestly don't know if that's going to fix it or not. It could have just been a bug. I did an Apple software upgrade since then. Maybe that fixed it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But at least from this anger, I was able to figure out how to share my screen. So now in the future, when I want to share something with you, I could actually show my screen. Like... who was it the other day? She was like, why don't you show us this? And I was like, you crazy? I can't share. Now I can share my screen. How cool is that? Well, before I forget, okay, now that I've calmed down a little bit, let me go ahead and show you this ad right here. If you're looking for real estate in the Phoenix Valley, you need to call the A-Team. And I'm doing this before I forget because there have been plenty of times I forgot. And I want to try to stay true to them with, Anyway, we dropped the video yesterday. Zach Scriven and I, and the top 20 reasons to move to Arizona on his channel, the top 20 reasons not to move to Arizona, and we had fun with that. His video came out a hell of a lot better than mine. He uses a 4K camera. Okay, I use a GoPro. Mine can do 1080p, but it's not 4K. I think there is a setting I could try to do 4K, but I'm not going there. I have a hard enough time trying to get this thing working as it is. I'm not attempting 4K on this thing. But yeah, I'm definitely entertaining. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. We moved early because we found jobs sooner. Thanks, Colleen. You see, there's jobs here. There's tons and tons and tons of jobs. When I first moved to Arizona, all right, let's do a story time. And then seriously, I got to do some laundry because my finger's still banged up. And this index finger, though, I chopped off the tip of it. It's pretty much healed, the tip of my index finger. But it was nothing in comparison to what I did to my thumb. So anyway, it's a whole freaking thing I got to do now. I got to put my hand in a Ziploc, and when I shower, and then afterwards I take the bandages off, and I gotta use soap, and then I gotta rinse it off, and then I gotta put new bandages on. It's a pain in the ass. But what was I going with? Oh, story time. All right. So when I first moved here to Arizona, okay, I lived with my brother in Ahwatukee for about 6 months, okay? And I was like his chauffeur. That was my job. I was his chauffeur because my brother doesn't drive. So eventually I got tired of that, and I decided to go and really look for a job. And I went to 9 interviews, okay? Now, these are 9 separate companies, and each company you can go back for several interviews. 9 separate companies, and I kept track of my stats. Out of those 9, I was offered 3, was it 3 jobs? I don't remember. It wasn't great stats, okay? I think I was offered 3 jobs out of the 9. I'd have to go back and check. But my stats in Jersey were a hell of a lot better. Over there, I was about a 50%, okay, offer rate. But there's jobs out here. I went on 9 different interviews, okay? And I was offered, I think it was 3 of the 9, I think. That's not too shabby. Even if I was offered 1 out of the 9, it's all a numbers game. But, banger. Thanks, Mad. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. That really pissed me off. I get irritated when lazy people make comments and then other people read those comments and they think, oh, there's no jobs in Arizona, I'm not going to move there. I don't give a rat's ass if anyone moves there or not. I just tell the truth on this channel, I tell the truth. Californians are invading Arizona right now, and it's pissing off the natives. But, it's definitely increasing our home values. That's for damn sure, as Zach mentioned in that video. Prices of houses here have gone skyrocketing because of supply and demand. Everybody's moving here from California because they can't afford it there because it's ridiculous. And, Arizona's not that far from South Cali, whatever you call it, SoCal, But anyway, that's all I really had to say. I really do have to do laundry because it's a pain in the ass for me to iron with my busted thumb. And my freaking dryer that has the ability to do a steam iron. Believe it or not, my dryer has a steam option. And so I used to just put in my dress shirt in the morning and hit the steam option, and then 10 minutes later, it would be as if I had ironed it. Well, that option no longer works. It probably needs to be clean because the water here is hard, and I don't have like a water softener. So anyway, long story short, I want to do some laundry because I don't want to have to iron. And I have these black polo shirts. I'm trying to wear all black. That's kind of my thing. I want to wear all black all the time. And so slowly I'm getting rid of clothes in my wardrobe that don't fit that criteria. Now, yes, I still have to have dress clothes, for when I go to court and whatnot. But not that I'm being arraigned or anything, but part of my job. Sometimes I go to courts. I got to make sure I have, and Cartoon White drags me to freaking weddings and whatnot. And occasionally we'll have a funeral. I got to have a suit and whatnot that's not black, So I will have a part of my class, and coats. Not all my coats are going to be black, and sweatshirt. There'll be exceptions to the rule. But for the most part, I want to wear black shirts all the time. For work, black polos, and for weekends, black t-shirts, which I pretty much exclusively wear on this. It's kind of my brand. Now, sometimes the shirts have designs on them. I have several different shirts I wear. I mix it up. The only one I'm currently selling right now is called Like a Phoenix. I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. Let's give a plug to my t-shirt. There you go. If you're interested in this t-shirt, go to teespring.com/ArizonaLiving or shop ArizonaLiving.com. Yes, guys, I am 100% shameless. Shameless. I tell you, shameless. Do I use Instagram, Jay? No, I do not use Instagram. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. I hired someone in the Philippines, paid them $3 an hour to do all my social media stuff. And I paid probably like $300 to $500, and it did nothing. Ungats for this channel. Nothing. I got like hardly any additional views, hardly any additional new subscribers. So I don't really see value in doing all that social media crap. I use the comment section of this channel, kind of like you would a Facebook. I make, I have one Patreon guy. I go and I sometimes type stories for him that I don't tell you guys right away. And so he's a little bit ahead of the curve, So, and I never promoted Patreon. He just found the link on one of my videos and signed up for it. So now, just to keep him happy, sometimes I go and I type stuff. I tell stories and whatnot. Sometimes I'll do rants. But, hey, Ed, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. And look, the camera hasn't turned off yet, but we're at 15 minutes and 42 seconds. So there's a very good chance in another 3 minutes, this freaking thing is going to turn off and I'm going to curse. I honestly don't know why it turned off that day. I really don't. It was working beautiful. Again, the only thing I changed was the resolution. I changed it to 1080p, 60 frames per second. I changed it now, I think, to 30 frames per second. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to turn off or not. I honestly don't know. And thank you, Matt. I'm wicked cool. I assume you're talking about me. Thank you. This guy's freaking sweet. Thank you. I get some hate mail, but more than anything else, you guys always send me love, and I appreciate it. I really do, because it's lonely out there being a YouTuber. I sit here and if you guys don't comment, I really don't know if you like the content I'm putting out. So I really do appreciate all you guys chiming in. One person the other day, right as my camera died, I believe it was Monica Garcia, she made a comment that she's coming to visit. She's from Seattle. She's coming to visit Phoenix because of my videos. So that was huge. I couldn't really address that because my freaking camera turned off and I got all pissed off. But that's just freaking cool that my videos are having this sort of impact on people. That's amazing. It's been a while since anyone has noticed me in public, though, I must say. I was getting noticed a lot on the weekends. I mean, a lot. And now that's kind of died off. No one's recognized me for over a month now. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but, I do enjoy meeting you guys out in the wild. And, that's why we're going to have a ZonyCon. I really appreciate you guys telling me you're flying into Phoenix and you want to meet me. My time is scarce, especially with my work and the kid and everything else I have going on. My time is very scarce. So I can't necessarily always make myself available to meet someone that's coming into town. So that's why we're going to have ZonyCon, So anyway, plug it, baby. That's right, man. Plug that merch. But, I am very happy I figured out how to do the damn screen share. You want to know how I figured that out? While I was waiting for Rory at the gymnastic place, I watched videos on YouTube on how I could do that using Wirecast. So a video on YouTube taught me how I could do the screen share. That's how I learned how to do it. That's how I learned most of my stuff, is by watching YouTube videos. We're at 18 minutes, guys. You like my attitude. Looks, no homo. You're a great performer. A lot of positive attitude. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. I haven't heard that no homo thing in a really long time. That's why I'm laughing. Hey, I appreciate that. I'm flattered. I'm blushing over here. But I don't know what to say. You embarrass me a little bit. But I try to have positive attitude, and I know I curse. That probably doesn't help in my monetization. But I'm trying to be authentic. More than anything else with this channel, I'm trying to be authentic. Some of yous already live in Arizona, and you watch this show because you think I'm entertaining, and occasionally I might share something I learned about Arizona you weren't aware of. And others of yous are considering moving to the Valley of the Sun. So you watch this along with a lot of the other YouTube guys, like Living in Arizona Now, Arizona Dreams, and Big Super. I think his name is Big Super. Big Super Living in Arizona, and there's, of course, Desert Dweller Des, but those are the big ones. And I've only done one collaboration with Arizona Dreams, haven't done collabs with the other guys. And it's interesting when I watch. Yeah, it's funny. Thank you. Authenticity is good. Thank you, Mad. It's kind of funny. I've been watching some of their videos, not to steal ideas or nothing, just to figure out what is it that these guys are doing that I'm not doing, because their audiences are a little different. Now, some of my audience, I know, watch their videos and vice versa. But ultimately, we're all very different. We talk about the same subject matter, Arizona, and living here, moving here, but we're very different. Very different. Big Super is much more of a vlogger. He likes to go out and about, not just doing these face videos, whatever you want to call them. What's the best way to contact me other than YouTube? You can email me. at dbootlegstudio@gmail.com. on YouTube. If you go to my channel, there's like an about. I think it's called about. And in there it has my email address, which is DTHE bootlegstudio@gmail.com. So you asked the question 3 times. So yeah, go ahead and send me an email. But you know, we're all different. All the YouTubers that talk about Arizona are very different. We have different, you know, folks that we're appealing to. Big Super, he does a lot of videos mainly for people who are just starting out. Like, it seems to me like folks that are moving here on a budget, so to speak. So that's kind of his market. Arizona Dreams, he's very, very, very detail oriented, and he's upped his video game big time since when I first started watching his videos. So he is extremely detailed, crazy detailed. So some people are attracted to that. Me, I'm more entertaining. You know, I'm cursing and I'm having fun with it, and yeah, it's a mixed bag. They're not always face videos. Sometimes I go out and about with the A-team. I mix it up, you know. So mine's is more of an entertainment type of thing. To tell you the truth, I didn't really want to be. Oh, look at that, Robert Vargas. $2. Thank you very much. Never lose that New York City attitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You were considering moving there, but it's going to turn into East California. No thanks. There's lots and lots of Californians moving here. I don't know if it's going to affect the gun laws. I don't know. I don't talk about politics because there are some wackadoos out there. That's part of the reason why I got ADT. It's not just because there's apartments nearby. It's also because there's some freaking crazy Looney Tunes on YouTube. The audience that I've never gotten a death threat, but there's been some crazies out there that lose their minds. God forbid I talk about religion or politics. So I try to stay away from that now. But what was I talking about? And thank you again, Robert. I appreciate that. I was talking about how me and the other YouTubers are different. You know, so Arizona Dreams, very, very analytical. And this show is more entertainment. That's where I was going. I never wanted to be the Arizona guy. Never, ever wanted to be the Arizona guy. I was just throwing mud at the wall, seeing what hit. And the only thing people really resonated with were videos when I talked about Arizona. So that's why I pursued that. You know, I actually wanted to, at the time, I had vegan recipe review videos where I found I was a vegan for 6 months. I was a fat vegan, okay? And if you look back at my channel, some of my first videos are called vegan recipe reviews. I would find a popular YouTuber that was vegan, took his recipe, I made the meal, Cartoon Wife, Rory and I would give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, the actual meal after tasting it. And that was the show. And so I even had a custom song outro. I thought it was awesome. Now, my camera was crap. The audio was crap. It's all grainy, but I'm funny and I cook the food myself. And, you know, being a vegan, not for nothing, I felt fantastic. For 6 months, I was vegan. I felt phenomenal. My blood work was amazing. I should have stuck with it, but it got old because it's a pain in the ass. Seriously, I consider going back to being a vegan. I really do. I know my buddies Colleen and Alex, they're full-blown vegan. I commend them for that. I miss it. I miss feeling that way. I'm not the biggest fan of meat, believe it or not. Cheese I love. Meat, not so much. Especially after I slice my thumb and it looked like a steak. I don't really want to eat meat. I was never the biggest fan. But anyway, I'm not just saying that. I really feel that way. I've thought about going back to veganism, but the idea of excluding meat and cheese is just a pain in the ass to me. Maybe I will again, I don't know, but it felt a hell of a lot better. So where was I going with all that? Oh yeah, this was supposed to be a real quick video. We're at 24 minutes. The camera's still going. It hasn't turned off. How amazing is that? I don't know why it was doing that the other day. But, oh, look at this. Want to meet you at ZonyCon and I don't know what that is. La Lushu 55,000 best Arizona YouTubers. You keep it real. That's right, Joel. I keep it real here on this channel. So I just missed a whole bunch of comments. But, you know, I got nothing else to really say. I was just really pissed off with those 2 comments I got. People saying there's no jobs here. There are tons of freaking jobs here. I get called on the daily by recruiters. And I haven't updated my resume in I don't know how long. Many years. In fact, I've been meaning to go on Indeed and Monster and take down my resume from years and years ago because I still get calls. it's a good job market here. It's the 6th biggest city. There's jobs here that pay over $15 an hour. Now, are there call center jobs here? Primarily, there are a ton of call center jobs here that pay 15 around, but that's not all that's out here. If you have the proper background, the proper experience, if you're willing to learn and educate yourself, you can get something else, something that pays better than $15 an hour. And it's not just in Arizona. You can do that wherever the hell you're at. There's opportunity out there. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox. I'm done ranting about this. Have I made a video about picking up chicks? It's funny you say that, Matt, okay? The very first video on this channel is about dating, okay? I shit you not. I am the author. Listen to me. I'm not bullshitting here. I'll fucking show you. You know what? Let's do the goddamn screen share. I feel like I set it up and I didn't really use it. Let's do it. Go screen share time, guys. All right, let's freaking do this. Let's go to, what is it? Amazon. Okay, and bear with me, guys. I have a crappy thumb situation going on. Okay, 1,000 women in 30 days on Amazon. There it is. There is my freaking book right there. Okay? 1,000 women in 30 days. The formula that Match.com doesn't want you to know. See? That's me, the author, Sam Santiago. I am not bullshitting you. I wrote this ebook. Okay? It's a story about how I met Cartoon Wife. There you go. Now we're back on me here. You see? Were you guys ever able to see that screen share? I'm not sure if you guys were able to see it. I hope so. But you're a beast. I assume that means you. Thank you very much, Matt, for the super chat. Hello from your crazy California neighbor, Vegan Baldy. Hey, in the house. Ha ha ha. Get it, Sam. Prove it. That's right. So I wrote a whole ebook about how I was able to game Match.com. Okay, I'll tell you the quick skinny. Basically, I treated it like a business. Okay, business had to start with my resume. So the resume in this case had to do with my profile on Match. Okay, so I hired someone on Fiverr.com, whatever it was, to go ahead. Thank you, Lily, and create a profile that sounded good, right? No lies, just sounded better than how I could write it, right? Then I went and I wrote a form letter. Okay, and I also here's the key. On Match, you can set up what your preferences are. I wanted someone between this age and that age, someone that doesn't smoke, someone that has kids or not, someone that's blonde or brunette, someone that, whatever. And I set up my preferences, and then I hired someone from India to go, and I figured out that the cap was 50, you could reach out to 50 women per day. So he went out and he reached out on my behalf to 50 women per day on Match.com. I gave him my credentials, and he sent the form letter to women that met my criteria, 50 a day. He did that for 30 days. That's 1,500 women he reached out to in 1 month. 1,500 women in 30 days didn't sound right, so I made it 1,000 women in 30 days. That's why that's the title of the book. So Cartoon Wife got my form letter, and she responded. And then at that point, I actually responded. I ended up going out with 5 different women, and she was the grand prize winner. Ta-da! She got this guy. So that I treated it like a business, like a real marketing plan. And so, I had fun with it. And did I pay a tiny bit of money? Yeah, but it was worth it. So anyway, that's how I did it. All right. All right, good. I'm glad you guys were able to see that screen share. I got all this anger out of my system. I really do got to wash my black clothes because I don't want to iron tomorrow. I got to actually go into the office. But yeah, guys. So that concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe. Let me know below what questions do you have for me regarding moving to or living in Arizona. Till next time!